Hey, how's it going, guys? Ancient Rune here, back with another Borderlands 3 build video, and today I will be going over Messy Mantis.
I'm a real messy bitch. I'm a messy bitch who lives for drama.
This is a non-gun focused Zane build using Mantis, Sentinel, shield, grenades, and artifacts for damage. I've had this non-gun build for years, and its name comes back during infinite commitment stack days, where I would spam Mantis with the messy breakup shield, just having tons of drones everywhere, destroying everything. Now it's expanded past that, but it's still stuck the name. We use URAD for some incredibly strong red explosion, but it does mean we have 1 HP, so you have to work a little harder for survivability. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. The save file will be found in my Discord, which is linked down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, and for the gear here, we have the Guardian Angel. This will give up to 500% B2. This is based on distance. It's a little bit, if you go to Sanctuary and you go to the Handsome Jack Toasting Dummy and you go all the way to the wall, it's about that distance, but still any amount is really good. This will be the main weapon you hold, and we have this with URAD. We use URAD for amazing red explosions, and this bonus element will scale with and apply to everything: our shield, our spark plug, our mantis, our drone, our grenades, everything. The parts don't really matter here. Getting a 21% crit stat can be nice for mantis, but it doesn't really matter. We have a face puncher with melee attacks apply terror. This is to use terror. We have a terror anoint here. This isn't required, but terror is really nice. You could use like an ASC, which, even though it doesn't do much, or you could use like something without it, like a gas call, which terror still benefits from, but not needed. And then I just have this as level 1, just like to prove that this isn't doing damage. Anything that would be doing damage with this is because of Groundbreaker. And then we have an Unforgiven. Unforgiven's really nice because it'll boost all our crits from Mantis Cannon. Gets this card crit, and then with Spark Plug it would get it. Messy breakup crits. Sentinel can't crit, or it's just very hard at critting. I don't remember if I've ever seen it. I don't remember if it was ever confirmed, but yeah. I don't really use it much. I like to just kind of hold an EMP5 here for movement speed. The anointment doesn't really matter here. And then I have a free radical. Getting a max damage free radical of 125k is the goal with either URAD, or you could use consecutive hits. This is used for fight for your life. If you go down and your Sentinel can't kill something, you could switch to your free radical. Or like if your messy breakups can't kill anything, this is where that'd be good. I have a bunch of other random weapons, but it doesn't really matter. It's just from a bunch of old testing. I've had this build for a long time. And then for the shield options, you want a shield with mainly what we use here is with actual start effects. The messy breakup's really nice because it just has good damage. We can spawn a lot of them as we can spam the actual start for the drones. Revolter is really nice. It gives us shock damage, which is all that matters. It acts as URAD as it applies to everything. This is purely for if you want to boost your damage sources and not add a damage source. Here we have another messy breakup. Messy breakup can only come in corrosive and shock for the damage of the drones. The parts don't matter on the Revolter, which is nice. There are some things that can make it benefit a little bit more, but it doesn't really. Stinger will do nice as it's just really strong melee damage, just a strong Nova in general. But I have a separate big build Mantis stab that mainly uses Stinger to the strongest possible intent. Then a Frozen Heart does really good. I really like this just because it auto freezes enemies and does really good damage and a huge radius. Also, with going URAD and having Frozen Heart, it means that less enemies are attacking you, which is very important as you don't have health gain when you're at 1 HP. Frozen Snowshoe can be nice for insta-freezing enemies as well, but it won't deal damage. It deals like 1 damage when broken, so it doesn't matter for that much. Void Rift is really good. It's got spikes and the black hole Nova, so it's just a really good shield in general. And then the version O.M is nice. When you activate it, it'll bring down a circle that will boost your action skill damage, so it'll boost Mantis and Sentinel damage. And then we'll go with Grenade. I have an It's Piss here. You can also go with Gas Call. I haven't messed and added with one, but a Lightspeed would also do really good on this, and probably what I'd mainly use. for grenade, but gas call's also good. But if you wanted a anointment, light speed's really nice for also damage. The Its Piss is still nice for debuffing enemies for other sources to deal damage, but if you want like everything to deal damage, then gas call or light speed will be really good. Those aren't the only options, it's just the options I like. And then for the class slot, I really like the Executor because it has good skill rolls here, but mainly for the crit damage, which will apply to Spark Plug, Messy Breakup if it crits. If it can crit, I'm actually not sure. I believe Messy Breakup can crit. And then Mantis Cannon. It won't apply to Sentinel or Novas or any of that, but I really like it for that. Also, if you have any cryo damage, that stat spec damage will boost cryo damage because cryo doesn't have a dot, which is really nice. You can also go a Spy. This will help with cooldown. You get a lot more cooldown, which means you can spam your Mantis more, get more Novas or drones or whatever you want. Also be good to get at least 1 point in Arm and Flint because Arm and Flint can apply really strong dots. It pretty much double dips dots with some different formula stuff. So with Mantis crits, then you'll get Arm and Flint there. Also, any skill roll is good on Spy because you can also get Headman's High, which is crit damage, which is still good. So just a really good class mod here. It just means going through arms race, and if you aren't a fan of that, then it's not really fun there. And then the only skill rolls that matter for Executor are Good Misfortune. I have 6 out of 3 here, but that's definitely overkill when using Sentinel. And then passives you want to look out for. I pretty much always look for Splash Radius on a Executor, or like Spy, just anything I'm critting. Flash Radius is nice for the hollow points and also rad explosions since we're using URAD. Action skill damage is a big thing that'll boost Mantis and Sentinel. And then weapon type crit is really nice. This will apply when holding the Guardian Angel, and then Jacob's crit if you're holding the Unforgiven, or just regular crit damage. Action skill cooldown rate it also be really nice. Splash damage will boost Sentinel with Boomstay, but it will not boost Mantis. It also boosts your Novas and Grenades, which will be really nice. And then here, the main thing I use is a Spark Plug Deathless. You want to at least get AoE on this in the 2nd or 3rd slot. This has double rolled radiation. It's technically like radiation here on top, AoE here, and then radiation on the bottom, or just radiation AoE. But really, you just want area effect damage, as that'll in the 2nd or 3rd slot, it will boost radius as well as the splash damage, which is really nice. Also, getting an action skill cooldown rate is really nice, or just boost speed for moving around fast, or just any type of elemental damage that helps you. Icebreaker can be nice for a good V2 bonus when freezing enemies. If you find a good one that's nice, I prefer having the Spark Plug for another source of damage. Snowdrift is good for moving around, especially for boss fights or just enemies that are tough. Atom Bomb's really nice for bigger and stronger red explosions, which is just really cool and fun. I have some company mans here. Some of the company man stats, like the crit damage, will apply, but then we don't have Deathless. You can go Terror Cryo version, but I don't go that on this build. I enjoy this more because you have the easy red explosions. And then for the skill tree here, we'll go with Blue Tree. We avoid a lot of things. We don't need too many things here, and a lot of it's just getting in a tree and then stuff that kind of ends up helping. Violent Momentum isn't needed, but it's good for Fight for Your Life. Cold Force, good just for the swap speed, as you are swapping weapons between Guardian Angel and Face Puncher if you want to take advantage of Terror. Riding Speed is good for move speed, but then will boost Violent Momentum if you need it. Drone Delivery, drone will throw grenades. It's a good way of us throwing grenades for grenades to do damage. Cool Hand for reload speed. This is for reload speed for the Face Puncher. We don't go Salvation since we have no HP. We go Seeing Red to activate our skills. This is pretty much an always take on every Zane build. Then we have 2 points from our class mod from Violent Violence. Fire rate will be nice for shooting with Face Puncher, but it doesn't really matter. And then you want points in Good Misfortune to help keep up Sentinel. And then you want Death Falls close to boost our kill skills. We don't go any points of playing dirty because we don't need the extra projectile. And then here I go Static Field for keeping up our shield, which is really good for survivability. And then Boomstay is drones big damage dealer, it's incredibly strong, and drone is amazing. You could also go winner's drone for drone to deal cryo damage. Keep in mind, drone is also dealing radiation damage, which is really nice. You would get executor's cryo bonus boosting this, but I prefer having the extra survivability. Just mess around with the augments, but you do always want to have boomstay. You could also get bad dose, not for the radiation bonus, but for the move speed and then the weakening enemies. Almighty Ordnance is actually really strong, but the problem is you can only use it once, and we have drone active, sentinel active for a very long time to where it's not really useful. There are sometimes you can use it, but very situational. And then red tree, we pretty much are going down for Trick of the Light. You still would want Premutinous, or not Premutinous, borrowed time for the active skill duration for Sentinel. Then we get Premutinous mainly just because it'll boost our max size with the Face Puncher. Synchronicity is the most helpful thing here. It'll get gun damage, so when we go and fight for your life, we'll have 8% if Sentinel's active. Donnybrook wouldn't be active then, and the health regen doesn't matter as we don't have any health. We're at 1 HP. Duct tape mod, whenever we are shooting the Face Puncher, reloading, we'll have that, or you could just kind of shoot and reload with a Guardian Angel if you want for chances to throw a grenade. Up to 20% here at 5 out of 5. It says 4%, it's actually 8%. That's a bug for when it used to be 8% and they tried to buff it to 4 seconds, but it didn't actually apply. Vertical frags doesn't matter, we're not using clone. Same with quick breather and old U and boom enhance. Pocket full grenades just to have more grenades with drone dropping them, and from duct tape mod. Supersonic man just for the move speed, it's really nice for moving around. Then you dodge enemies' attacks and can't get hit. Trick of the Light is mainly used for Sentinel. Sentinel cannot be targeted, so it always has Trick of the Light bonus. And then Executor will boost this cryo bonus on. And then Mantis can get it if we're not being targeted, which is nice. But since Sentinel isn't being targeted, we don't really have any aggro draw. So it's mainly just a Sentinel thing. You could take points out of here and go down to our man Flint, but you don't have to. I prefer going Trick of the Light because it just makes drone do more damage, which is fun. These 3 points here doesn't really matter. I go Mana Focus just because it feels easier to aim Mantis. I don't know if it's just not actually what I'm thinking and isn't actually happening. But here is very useful. Headsman's Hand for the crit damage, which will apply to Mantis and Sparkplug and maybe Messy Breakup. Commitment for the action skill cooldown rate, so we get Sentinel back faster when it is down, which isn't often, but it does happen, but mainly for Mantis Cannon. Then we have Fugitive for spreading and shooting. Not really needed, but if we do shoot, it is nice, like if we shoot the Face Puncher. Domino effects mainly here for the fire rate and reload speed for with the Face Puncher. And then we just have 1 point in sheer will because it's the best thing we can get here. We pretty much just dump going all the way for proliferation, and then we have 1 extra point we put in sheer will. The cooldown rate stacks will apply to Sentinel but not Mantis. That is a bug. But the base 5% cooldown rate here with the 1 point will apply to Mantis, even though it's very minimal. And then here we go Brain Drain and Proliferation. Brain Drain can be moved with Cold Shoulder to have a strong cryo Mantis, which the cryo will be boosted by Executor, but I like having the shock one just so I can have Brain Drain, which means we have more Mantis charges, and having more Mantis charges means stronger proliferation. You can also go No Way Out for the debuff, but I don't like it pulling in enemies that much, and then Wet Work just isn't good. If you did have Armand Flint, if you ADS'd with Cold or Shoulder, you would auto freeze enemies, or with just regular Mantis, you ADS, you'd apply a very strong dot that can definitely be very powerful for bosses and of course mobs. I hope you guys enjoyed the build video. This build is super fun for going fast and not having to shoot guns while taking advantage of Zane's amazing kit. Zane is definitely not the best at non-gun stuff, but it 100% is possible. I love using Mantis for damage and using other stuff, especially Sentinel and Sparkplug. It's just so amazing. This build can be found in the community Zane build documents, which will be linked down below. You can also find my Twitch and Twitter link down below. If you haven't, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.